Hi guys, things are moving quite fast here in the garage right now. Last time we disassembled the battery pack, and now I've been working a lot with the electrical side of it, or rather the communication side of it. So I've managed to figure out what the master modules say on CAM, how I can interact with them, read the voltages, temperatures, but also control balancing. So that's a really good phase right now where I know that the hardware will actually work. So then it's just a matter of programming it. But that we'll figure out in another video. But today I want to talk about fitting the motor inside the frame, but also how I plan to fit the batteries inside the car itself. So stay tuned. Yeah, so here you can see the actual subframe. I bought a spare one actually for just 50 bucks or something, so quite cheap. And I have been welding some motor mounts to it. So you have 3 of them. You have one here, quite ugly one. You actually have one over there as well. And then you have one at the side here, I think you can see. And there we go. It fits quite snugly. I hope I got the alignment correctly. I was hoping I really hope that I have it centered enough so I don't get any torque steer, but we'll see about that. One troubling thing is that I wasn't able to move the motor more rearward. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is the openings for the drive shafts, and it's not quite aligned. So it will actually go a little bit backwards. But looking at the car, it actually looks like that originally as well. So the drive shafts are aligned a little bit backwards as well. So inside the car here you can actually see the subframe quite down below. It's a bit hard to see, of course, but it's down there. So it's good to know that the towers here for the suspension is actually about 2 decimeters down. So I actually have 2 decimeters to work with on top of here. So that's quite nice. It's also quite nice that the rear, is it called firewall, actually extends quite right above this line here. So I cannot put any components rearward of this. And for the front, there's actually quite a lot of space I can work with here as well. There's no radiator in the front of these cars, and I don't plan to have one either. I plan to actually reuse the original one side mounted here. So yeah, I fit the motor, and I have enough height to actually have the inverter, it's heavy, right on top of it. Pretty much over there. Which makes it a really short path for the AC wires as well, so that will reduce any EMC issues, if any. And what's more, I actually have space to fit 1 battery pack here, so that's quite nice. So I've made some mock-ups in wood just to have something a bit more lightweight to work around with. So I think it will actually fit over here. So that's quite nice. Also, I will be able to fit, I think, 3.5 packs here. So one half pack here, and on top of that, 1 regular, and on top of this, 1 more, and on top of this, 1 more. I need to confirm the measurement and make sure it really works. But it is tricky to fit all these batteries inside the vehicle, and of course I will not be able to fit all the 88 modules. But if I can fit like 62 or 64 cells, that would be quite neat. That would get me quite a lot of range in this car. I'm not sure, is it like 26 kilowatt hours or something I would like to fit? And as the car only weighs like 700 kilos, I think the range will be quite nice actually. So I've laid out the batteries how I think I can potentially fit them in the back as well here. 4 in the bottom and 1 layer on top here. This will be fitted in the trunk. So looking from the rear in the trunk, you have the spare wheel sitting there, usually your battery, 12-volt battery, and it's actually lowered down quite a lot into the middle space of the rear subframe. And the only thing actually underneath here is the hydraulic pipes for the hydroelastic suspension. But as I'm moving away from hydroelastic suspension, I will be able to actually lower the floor quite a lot here, which means that I can get these battery packs down about 15 centimeters or so. So in the end, they will not pop up so much here. So that's quite nice. So inside the car here, I was planning to put one module on each side underneath the sofa over here. They fit quite snugly as well, as you can see from the wood magically appearing there. So one on each side there. So in the side compartments here, one whole module will fit on either side as well. And this will be a bit tricky to mount it in a really good way, but I think it makes sense to use that space inside here for another module. What I would really like to avoid is to take more of the inside area of the car for batteries. I already have a subwoofer here underneath the seat. I've seen some other guys actually mounting the OBC DC-DC converter underneath the other seat there, but then it makes it a bit tricky to enter the car from that side. So I would like to avoid that. So the idea is to actually mount the OBC DC-DC up in this area somewhere here. I have not really tested it, see if it fits, but I hope it does. We'll see.